for the last 50 days, Ryan and Haley, you had the world on the edges of our chairs. How would you stay overnight in all 50 states while risking penalties from the Wheel of Doom?
Oh my gosh, Haley. What? Wheel of Doom's on.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's questioning your routes, which state and Airbnb would be next, and how you would handle and overcome penalties like the split. You had just about everybody wondering if Haley was pregnant, using this series as the subtle announcement with things like the minivan, bringing the Wheel of Doom everywhere, full belly, full belly.
This belly is not full belly, but hopefully it will be soon.
Ordering chicken strips for your son.
Just one more kids chicken strips and then that'll be it. We've got a kiddo.
And wanting a cool nickname as a grandfather.
I hope I have a cool name like Bappa when I become a grandpa. Please.
Same.
And not to mention having Haley with you every step of the way and letting her rest and sleep whenever possible. Plus the mentions of family, Haley saying quintuplet, and you, Ryan, finally joining Haley's T-Mobile family plan. You had us going, but there was also hints that this theory was just for fun. Let's talk to an expert. So this is my wife, Erica, spelled with a K. She is an expert on pregnancies as she's had multiple pregnancies. But first, a little something about Erica. She is very much like Haley as she loves books, and she's actually written one that you can get on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description. It's called On Loan for the Lord by her maiden name when she is married.
Yes, this is a book that I wrote. It's a memoir. It's titled A Memoir of the Life and Ministry of J.D. Seibert. And it also is a little bit of my story of growing up and how God just had me go through a lot of ups and downs and trials, and my late husband, and being diagnosed with a rare genetic disease that causes cancers, and our journey through that rough period. I like to read, but I don't do it so much now with kids. I like to write, and I hope to write another book one day. I was inspired by Haley and the audiobooks. I think that's a good way to do it, especially if you're on a road trip.
About health, stress, and road trips. The two of you spending time in hot tubs and the sauna. You have to limit what you do, the amount of time you spend in one when you're pregnant. You being an experienced prego, super prego. I love giving that every so often in my videos. She's not right now. And being a mother of multiple kids. In the first and second trimester, what were your experience like in the different pregnancies?
Lots of sicknesses, morning or night, feeling really tired, moody, maybe emotional.
With Ryan and Haley on the road for the past 50 days, driving long stretches of road, if she was pregnant, do you think that'd be smart, or how should you handle something like that?
That wouldn't be so fun, especially with morning sickness. I felt it worse when we were driving, but also just not being able to circulate the blood flow and everything, being on the road in places where maybe there's not a hospital close by in case of an emergency. I know one of my doctors advised against traveling from Arizona to California during one of my pregnancies, so probably not such a great idea, although I know some people do it.
And what about diet and food? The stress of a 14,000 plus mile road trip. The amount of coffee you two consumed, and when you're pregnant, you shouldn't be drinking that much coffee. Haley eating fish, and just to be safe, there's certain fish you should actually avoid due to mercury content when you're pregnant. Diet, how was your diet different during your pregnancies versus before or after?
I was more careful with what I ate. I couldn't drink, of course. I limited my caffeine intake. I also couldn't do like raw fish or certain raw meats.
And now back to the video. And the cherries on top. Your response to one of your donations reads saying, "When little Trahans."
Your #1 South Carolina fans donated $5,555 and said, "Our fam is loving the series. When little Trahans. Say hi to Elijah, Addie, Johnny, Joey, Tommy, Eddie, Timmy, Judy. Hello to you guys. When little Trahans."
When? I don't know.
One day.
Your comment in my previous video, the part 1 of the series.
Kaboom!
And how you opened up this entire road trip back on day 1.
The goal for this entire challenge, the whole point, is to try to raise $1 million for St. Jude.
Once again, the entire point of this series is to raise money for St. Jude.
So yeah, theory busted. As of right now, they are neither pregnant nor expecting a baby.
It is what it is.
Although you are not expecting a baby right now, Ryan and Haley, you're on all of our prayers to one day be blessed with little Trahans running around. And when the time comes, we're looking forward to baby review products done Ryan's way. With this amazing series, a fundraiser for St. Jude Children's Hospital, there is absolutely no amount of thanks or gratitude that will ever be appropriate for the amazing work that you have done, especially from those that you will never meet or see that have benefited from it. The truth is, cancer stinks. Whether you have no kids, planning to have kids, you have young kids, you have teens, everybody in your family is grown up, we don't have the choice if cancer decides to be like the wheel of doom and comes into our lives unexpectedly. Several of us have had a personal experience with cancer for ourselves, or with a family member, or with a friend. Cancer is something that actually hits really close to me. I lost both a cousin and my mom to cancer. And it can be so easy to be mad at something you can't control like cancer and want to get vengeance. But we shouldn't, as in Romans 12, it is said that vengeance is mine, declares the Lord, and we need to overcome evil with good. Ryan, what you do on YouTube constantly and consistently points to God's kingdom, shining the light of Christ through you, through your transformed heart to everyone who you encounter. And by the way, God was probably working on your heart long before you decided to follow Jesus. Your heart and kindness has allowed St. Jude to give out golden tickets to families, giving them the hope that they otherwise wouldn't have had. So what else is to be said about this series? Then it's do a joyride run. Now Ryan, I'd posted multiple times that if you hit under 5 minutes by the time you hit California, I would buy a 5-pack of joyride. Unfortunately, you didn't cross that. Your best time was 5:04. But as we all know, grace abounds. So I'm gonna buy 5 packs. And as you know, we could all use grace sometime. By the way, cherry berry ropes, my favorite flavor. You need to have more cherry in your selection. Now if you excuse me, I've got some joyride to enjoy. What, you're still here? Were you expecting jammy time? Go to bed. In fact, first, go check out Ryan's entire 50-day series. It's amazing. But seriously, go. Go to bed. All right? Go.